Hi folks and welcome back to some more Grand Tactician. I kind of feel like this campaign is maybe drawing to a close, but it's not over yet. The Rebs can still resort to conscription and raise some big armies and maybe cause some trouble. I would love to see that. I would love to be challenged more, but I do have some plans for the next campaign, assuming we finish and win this one, of course, and also assuming that you guys still want to watch some more of it. I would like to make it more of a challenge, but that's a job for another day. Let's get this war won first and then talk about the next one. So with immediate action, we've got the Army of the Far West currently besieging Fort Gibson. It's knocking the walls down, 37 men in there. It's looking good, so we should be okay over there. Meanwhile, we've also got this encounter. Actually, the rebels are attacking us. Their Western army is attacking us, and it looks... Why is that stated? Something's not right there. Something is very much not right there. It's stating that we have no men in the fight. That's not true. We have this. This is involved. I'm just going to leave that to see what the game does with it. Hopefully it'll resolve itself and not break entirely. We've formed the Army of the Mississippi out of this force here under General George Thomas, who's going to be obviously invading Mississippi. Well, Tennessee and then Mississippi. That's the plan. That'll be appearing shortly. I've just transferred forces from Buell's army. I will show you those guys once they show up. Some of you guys will be involved in that as well, which is awesome. To that end, let's bring down Lieutenant David D. Porter's force down to here. And it doesn't need to be on... Well, it doesn't need to be on river movement, actually, to be fair. I can't see him taking the ships without that. So let's leave that selected. I don't think it reduces from our ability to... or our transport pool. I might be wrong about that, though. We've got the business at Nashville going on. And this is a rough business down here with a definite shortage. There's 20,000 men there. We're going to have to build a depot. I know there's a depot there, but I guess this is somewhere where we might want lots of supplies. So we're going to have a depot built. I'm not sure that those guys are going to be able to hold on, but let's hope that they can. Meanwhile, over in West Virginia, we haven't made any progress here. I would love to have taken this early. I need to be able to assign some forces over to McClellan to try and drive the rebels out of here. They've committed a lot of force, and they've sacrificed their capital in doing that. So that's their fault. There's nothing I can really do about that. But this is the interesting encounter down here. We have the siege of the fort over on the North Carolina coast. And we should be okay here, but I'm going to try sailing in 3 frigates, and I hope this is going to go okay. We're going to get them involved. There's a... Well, this is going to be... This is going to be dangerous. Disaster at Fort Smith. Right, this is a bug. This is a problem. Oh, God. Army of the West disintegrates. Wool withdraw. This is a disaster. This is an unprecedented disaster. Okay, well, this was the Army of the West. It says it's disintegrated. They've pulled back to here. They will be arriving in days to come. We've taken some casualties. I should have clicked the assault button. When I saw that this was looking like it was bugged and broken, I should have just clicked the assault button, because these were technically involved in the siege. The Rebs just turned up. The garrison... I think it was finished, but it just didn't exist on paper, at least here. And, yeah, that went horrendously wrong. This game, it's got so much potential, so much promise, and sometimes brilliance. And then it does things like that, and it just drives me insane. If they just finished this game off properly, this would have been an absolute masterpiece. It's the only American Civil War game we have, like, such a deep campaign map. And a system of government, system of economy, industry, all that is so good, or almost so good. And then stuff like that just, it just drags it back down into the mire. But never mind, we will recover. But what I really want to see is this encounter over here, which we're just going to play at 1x speed. And these are just wooden frigates, so I do have concerns over this. Stance, offensive. They're now involved. If I click on them, Oh, well, we're offensive, but we've engaged the rebel fleet. Now, these were all classed as disabled, I'm sure. Anyway, they seem to have repaired. But our 150 guns versus their 9, we should be able to see those chaps off. And no progress as yet on the siege there. Alright, we'll just speed time up a little bit. It's too slow to watch at that. Right. Yeah, we're sinking their ships, which is good. Brilliant. So the North Carolina squadron is completely messed up. 3 enemy ships sunk, which is what we want. Union Navy unstoppable. Union rules the waves. Indeed we do. And they are going. And our Navy has flown down here. Flown. Sailed down here. Do we have bombard? We have patrol, raid, blockade. Blockade? I can't seem to get them involved in the... I can't seem to get them to shoot at this fort. I've had trouble with this in the past. Glorious victory at Fort Gibson. Excellent. So we've had some success over there. I think I'm just going to pull this fleet out of range, actually, and just let the army do its job. You can get involved. Certainly, you can get involved in forts with your ships, but I'm having trouble getting this one to engage, and I don't know the reason why. Right, we're going to retire that. We're going to add a ship of the line in over here. This was always a plan to bring the big ships in. Ships of the line are kind of outdated at this point in history. Certainly with the new type of like rifled guns and everything that are coming in, and ironclads, which will soon be appearing. Anyway, so this has set us back in northern Arkansas. This has been a success. So we got our first success over there. We managed to nobble the fort. What we want to do is march down to the fort and build a depot next to it. That's where the depot is going to go. So we'll get those chaps down there. By the way, with the speed up time that we've got here and you've seen in battles, obviously you pretty much have to use it. Oh, this is interesting. The South Carolina State Militia are coming up here at 6,000 strong. Do we have the opportunity to storm this fort? Not yet. Well, this might be another military disaster that sets us back a little bit. They're coming, and they're coming on fast. Meanwhile, we have a battle in the Shenandoah Valley to go and see to. Well, the battle opens as we've seen the rebel cavalry coming down the road. There's a bit more to it than this. Let me just see if I can deploy some skirmishers. So I've currently got it at 2 times speed, but I have, of course, been playing at 20 times speed to try and get things moving along. So, fighting over the Kernstown and Winchester map. Our main rebel force, I think, coming from the north, as we've seen from the cavalry. There's also reinforcements arrived from our flank down here. Now, it's possible they may take a road and come up in the rear. I think there's probably about 7,000 to 10,000 men coming this way. And then we've got... Well, actually, we can go see how many men are coming that way. Can we get this one? Confederacy. It's the Army of Potomac. 8,500 men coming up there. Yeah, we're outnumbered in this position. Well, we're going to see what happens. Now, I was talking about accelerated time. On the battlefield, the theory is being put forward that sometimes the AI performance, when they'll just march down a road into death one at a time, is because we're playing at increased speed. And therefore, the AI isn't recalculating, making decisions, or doesn't have time, or for some reason isn't allowed at high speeds to alter its plans. It's a possibility. I have no idea how the game mechanics work or the programming works. So it's certainly a possibility. Let me just see if we've got things going here. Yeah, we've got 2 brigades in here. Let's face north with one of them. Those are the Baltimore Bruisers. I better take some skirmishers down here and just keep an eye on this location, actually. And the other suggestion was that if we played at 1 time speed, it would be obviously impossible to do that on video for you guys to watch. At least for the whole battle, it would take hours each one. But if you're playing that, you should try it, see if it's better. But it was also suggested that playing at 1 time speed, as the battle takes so long, you save the game, you reload it and come back to it later. every time you load the game in, the AI might have an opportunity to recalculate its plans and decisions. I honestly don't know if that is the case at all. It shouldn't be, but as we know, this game isn't properly finished. Hasn't quite polished off like it should be. Right, we've got this done. I need to put a brigade over on this flank for protection. Oop, we got that order in there, right? And then we're going to order in this battery. Can we get you up to... We can't get them in yet. And I'm going to do the same over here. We've got some defences that have been built, some breastworks. The enemy just coming down the road. So I'm now playing at 2 times speed. They've obviously got orders to come in and deploy. Where they're going, I don't know. I have noticed this in the past, that units will just go down the road regardless until they reach a destination or route. But what we'd like to see, and this is one of the reasons I took order delays off, is because this will work for the AI as well. It'll give the commanders time to change those orders and stop these suicidal just advances into the jaws of artillery. At least that was my hope. You guys better just get on the defences over here, because there's stuff occurring rapidly. Can we get you... Hang on, if I do that and then do... Cancel, then do this. I can't get them just to... They're classed as in cover, but the cover is a fence, and it's talking about this thing behind. And there we go. We got it. We got it. Right, excellent. This bit is done. Let's stick the Meadville Fire Zouaves facing north. Now, the enemy is now trying to deploy to some extent, so that's good. Let's make sure we're trying to target that artillery over there. These guys not currently doing an awful lot. Perhaps they're in a bit of a... Brilliant. You better come. You better hold that flank, actually, just in case the enemy do make a move over there. I need to watch out. I think the enemy will use this road and perhaps come up through the town and down. But we need to get everyone in position quickly, because there's going to be some fighting out here. Right, we can now tidy up over here as well. The enemy are bombarding us. Let's put you guys onto counter battery fire if you can. Just need to drive the cannons off. If I do decide to do a second campaign of this, and part of me thinks we should, and every time we see really buggy, odd behaviour by the AI, and part of me says no. But we'll have to see. But yes, there'll be some artillery changes incoming. Here we go. Enemy look like they might be about to try and make a response down here. Gonna get in a bit close there. We've got more forces coming down. They might mass for the attack and then come in. We've got some skirmishers watching the road over there. I'm just going to assign some more to the objective down here at Kernstown. It'll give us a warning if we lose out, but this is just in case we get massively outflanked. We've got nice range on those 24-pounder howitzers. You guys are... can I just go halt? Can I get them to turn around? I can, and they instantly start firing. I would like you in a better position if we may. And just on the double, because times are wasting. Okay, here they come. Switch to fire at will. It's a rather uncoordinated attack. Not unusual in the Civil War at all. This did happen a lot. In the confusion of battle, this happened an awful lot. You got piecemeal attacks. However, as they would typically end like this, we'd rather see the AI doing more coordinated attacks. They are going for it. Fire Zouaves chase them off in nice style. So it's going to be the turn of the Fairmount Fusiliers next. Now, I'm quite glad I concentrated all my Springfield rifles into this army, because they have seen some serious action, and it has allowed us to do some great combats with them. Marines Brigade. I think they're about to take another volley in the flank here. Yep. Opening up, almost firing by platoon. It looks nice. The ripple of fire going down the line like that. And they've gone. What about... I'm still wary of what might come on down there. I have no cavalry in this force, so I can't really send anything out to keep an eye on things. We do generally need more cavalry. Can you guys please target... Yeah, target the artillery and drive them off. And we can definitely target that artillery. If we can switch targets, that would be great. You're in a great position for counter-battery fire there. I'm going to just put the order in. Who is this? This is Fulkerson's Brigade? Preston's Brigade. Going up against our centre once again. Whilst the graphics in the game aren't amazing, I do like the animations and stuff, and these battle and firing animations are good. They're coming straight in. Are they armed with smoothbore muskets? It's like they advance up to point blank. Maybe they're just being given the order to only fire at short range. We can give that order too, but short range volleys are quite devastating, but if someone's firing at you from long range as you march in, the chances are you're going to get there and just bounce off. So we've taken a few casualties in the artillery. That range seems massive. Okay, I've seen more of a concerted effort for them to come in, but they're not going to make it. Now, Erin's Rock and the Baltimore Bruisers give fire. For some reason, the Bruisers don't look too stable. They don't look too happy about things there. And we do have, I thought this might be the case, we've got Rebs coming in on this flank. Okay. They're going to be up that road. We need to stop them. We're going to stop them here, but the artillery can play a part in this as well. There's no good reason for those guys to be running. What's the reason for? Fighting spirit is capped at 70%. Oh, the enemy's retreating. Well, the main force was knackered, and these guys coming up the side. They've gone. We'll call that one a victory then. Okay, I mean that was potentially a very dangerous fight for us with 31,000 combined rebels, but I suspect one side was in poor condition, out of supply and had bad weapons, and the other side just didn't march up to support them in time. You make of that what you think, guys. It was surprising to me. Okay, that was interesting. So the army of the Shenandoah disintegrates and it's gone retreating backwards. So those guys were kind of stuck up there. Oh, it's gone over here? Ah, okay. It's gone into Western Virginia, which if only I had enough men to spare for a campaign from the Department of the Ohio. They're going to be reforming. There will still be 17,000 men there when they reform, or just under. So that is something that we need to be aware of. We have taken more casualties, which is brutal. We've got, oh, this high officer casualties. Oh, let's take a look at the morale there. This is something new then. High officer casualties. Right, so Thomas's brigade is unhappy with Colonel Wynkoop. Tough. Erin's Rock is unhappy with Colonel Morgan. Baltimore Bruce is unhappy with Colonel Stone. And the two batteries are unhappy. Are officer casualties a thing? I didn't see any officer casualties reporting for that. Oh, there was one. Okay. Right, I didn't see that, and the division commanders are fine, right? Colonel John F. Reynolds. He's doing good. He's not quite ready for promotion yet. Hayes. Hayes is probably ready. We can make him a full colonel. Let's make Hayes a full colonel. Ooh, we lost a little bit. But we've got to keep their their fame and everything up. Sedgwick is ready for full colonelship. Oh, sorry, lieutenant colonelship. Drops down a bit. And Getty needs replacing, so let's find... We're not going to find anyone who's going to keep these guys happy. There's just absolutely no chance. Colonel Dimmick. They're all going to be absolutely appalled at whoever I put in charge here. James Totten. Major Emery Upton. Let's put this... Well, no fame, some leadership. They're going to be unhappy. Screw them. There is nothing that we can do about that. Colonel Morgan. I mean, this guy's... I don't know. He's experienced. They're all quite good. They're happy with them. They're quite happy with them. Let's give him a promotion. Oh, wow. Those stats changed quite considerably there. I wasn't expecting it. Anyway, tell me what you think about that particular instance. And now we have a situation where I think this army... Oh, no, it is fleeing. Okay, it's heading south. I thought it was just going to come and sit on some of our properties. Yeah, it's heading south. Glorious victory at Fort Mason? Macon? I still haven't learned. Let's go take a look, because I was massively worried about these guys coming over. And we maybe still should be. But we got them. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to have to build a depot right next to the fort. Ah! Ah ha ha! Therein lies the weak point in my plan here. I can't place a depot on this island. Right, but we've got the fort, so that's something. Hang on, they're doing an amphibious operation. Watch this. Stick you onto patrol. Let's send them guys around there if we can. And I'm going to move you over to there. And we're going to have to build a... We're going to have to build a depot near the port. We got the place, though. This is the main thing. We got it. However, we're probably going to be short of artillery ammunition, right? 82. It's not bad. It could be worse. So I think this might have just stopped the shenanigans there with them trying to embark to get across to attack us. Now, what this does is it means that this area is now a little bit safer. There are some ports. Ooh, maybe we could sail all the way up to take Raleigh, North Carolina. It sounds dangerous, that. Let's take a new fleet. I'm going to create a new fleet. We can stick them in Baltimore or... let's have a look. New Haven. New Haven will do. And all we're going to do is we're going to put in a couple of... Something low-powered. A couple of brigs. Brigs are fine. That's absolutely fine. The commander is... We've got someone... There are some good commanders down here for the US Navy. Let's put him in charge. And the idea behind these guys is that they're going to sail and they are going to just blockade this port here. And that's the plan for the time being, I think. Alright, so they've been driven off. Meanwhile, over in Nashville, the Rebs are just encamped just over there. No one wants to make a move. I will make a move if we get the ammunition sorted out. It's not too bad. Construction completed. The Nashville Ferry Depot. Oh, excellent. That's the one we've just been wanting. That is this one right here. So supplies should now improve. Early's division at 26,000. It will pull this army in, but that's not recruited yet. The time is now to strike. We've got to go. We've got to take Early's division, which isn't actually a division, but we've got to get it. Oh, we've got the Army of the Mississippi under George Thomas here. He's coming along. He's still waiting for 2 artillery batteries to arrive, but that's fine. Oh, 6-pounder field guns? I don't think so. Let's get that altered. So we definitely want some with Napoleons. Upgrade some of those. And what about the other 16? We give them the James rifles, because I saw some of them come in as well. I can't do it for some reason. I feel like we've got enough, but it won't let me do it. It'll have to be 24-pounder howitzers then. Well, that's alright. It's better. And then look at you guys. Oh, we've got Springfield rifled muskets on you guys. Excellent. We've got everyone in here. Hinton's Rough Riders. Leonidas' Dragoons. Do we have any cavalry weapons? I don't think I've captured enough, and I've made nothing. We maybe should consider our options there. And these guys don't matter so much, but let's see what we've got to give them. There are some rifled muskets. What about the smoothbore muskets that we've ordered? Rebored muskets. Not enough yet. Okay, well, I guess I'll give these to Springfields. Because they look like they've got the same stats, but technically they should be just a little bit better. Everyone there is okay. Just not enough rifles. Right. Well, it's time to get in here and start. Let's go and take on the Army of the Tennessee at 21,000. Well, we want to see big battles, so let's get involved. We've got 2 battles about to kick off here. Army of Kentucky still sitting pretty over there. And our mad plan over here. Can I put a depot in place on that island? This is just for us to try and get some supplies and everything back. The food is critical. I can't put it on this island at all. It looks like we're going to cross over into the... I don't like the look of this. I honestly don't like the look of this. But I guess it's just going to have to be.